All right. Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys can hear me. Let me see. Hold on. All right. Good morning. Good morning. We are live this morning. We were running a little behind this morning, but we are here now. Okay, my mic is on. Okay, I can hear now. Sometimes it's a little challenging to hear. Tiffany is about to join me, and we are going to have a amazing special guest after the second half of this show. First half of the show, we were kind of jamming to some music. Uh, we were we had some unexpected events that happen sometimes in mornings. It's crazy. I don't know why these things happen, but they do. But it's me and Tiffany this morning. And of course, our fitness specialist, Adam, is going to be joining and chiming in with us here in a little bit. We've got 6 minutes. So I'm just going to say good morning. And I hope all of you guys had an amazing yesterday. Uh, Today is hump day. I'm excited about it being hump day. I really am. I've got a lot of amazing things that are going to be happening the rest of this week. And it's going to be a good week for me. And I'm excited. I am. I'm so excited. Just like real estate, like for me, like yeah, I don't know if y'all, some of you, I don't know if there's new listeners or not, but I am a realtor, as well as I work at Torque and manager there and
Yeah,
bartender.
it's like reintroducing yourself
Yeah, I'm reintroducing myself. Yeah,
to the world.
I know. It is. It's awesome. But my real estate is actually starting to get better. The interest rates are starting to come down, which is nice, which we needed. Thank goodness, right, everybody? And so I've got a lot of things moving and grooving in my real estate business, and I'm really excited about it.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm very
I
happy
know.
for you.
Me too.
All right, it's a lovely 72 degrees.
It is. It's beautiful out. I
It
wore
is.
shorts
It's
and
it's a little humid,
I
but
dressed up today. I'm not
yeah, you
like
look cute.
hippie today. I actually
Now you're
dressed.
reminding me that I have that vest in black and
You
I
do?
need to wear it.
Yeah, it's so cute. I love it. I love it. Um, it's a funny story how I got this vest.
Okay, share the funny story,
Oh, I
please.
don't know if I okay. All right. So within my single life, met this amazing guitar player. He's an amazing guy. And I was he took me shopping
I was
on our
going to say,
first
was that
date.
like his?
No, he took me shopping on my first date on our first date. And I was not expecting that. He just we were talking about things that we like and he wanted to, you know, I guess take me shopping and see what I like dressed wise. And he thought this would be really cute on me, and it is. And so I got it.
Yeah, it does look cute.
Yeah. And we're friends. We it didn't go anywhere, but we're friends. And I think he's awesome. He's a great guitar player. So
Okay.
yeah, that's my funny story.
I don't,
I don't know how
yeah, I don't know
funny
why
that
you were
is.
worried about that story. We're a condensed version of the show today, by the way.
Yes.
Just had stuff uh had stuff going on this morning. That's
Yep.
just is what it is when you're moms.
Yes. Life.
And yeah, so cheers.
Cheers. I've got
So,
water today. I had coffee already. I'm a morning person
I
and a
need
night
I need that.
person, which is not good, I think.
Um,
I feel like I have like less sleep because of it. I do.
hmm,
Yeah. I need sleep. I need more sleep.
I do too.
I know I
I
do.
woke up at 3:30 in the morning and could not go back to sleep.
Oi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think I at roughly around between 6 and 6:30, I'd fallen back into sleep because I was in a weird dream. Um, but my phone rang at 6:30
Uh-huh.
and I heard it ring. And so it was like when I got off that quick phone call, I was like, wait a minute, I was just dreaming. Okay, I did fall back asleep at some point, but the last
Yeah.
time I looked at my clock, it was after 5 o'clock. So
Oh goodness.
I was up for 2 hours.
Oh, you were, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
So
hard to go
I'll be
back to
napping.
sleep.
I'm gonna have to nap today. I have a feeling I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to nap. So which is all right.
It
If
is.
you
It's
gotta nap.
okay. It's okay.
I'm not sure if Adam's gonna be on today. I had messaged him to let him know that I was back because I was out of town and traveling.
Yeah.
And so we'll see if he's
Oh.
gonna join us. But all
All
I
right.
want to give a major shout out to one of the most amazing women that I know.
Who's that?
Carmen Howell, happy 50th birthday.
Aw.
And I hope she doesn't, it's Rachel's mom. Rachel from The Office.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So shout out to Carmen Howell.
Well, I love Rachel, so I know that her mom's gotta be just as amazing.
Oh, Carmen is like, she's just one of the sweetest, most patient people I know. Mom of, wait, do they have 5?
5
Or
kids?
4? That one, that one, that one, and that one. 4.
Oh,
3
boy.
girls and a boy.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So happy birthday. Yes, Adam will be on with us this morning. All right.
Alright.
Adam, the fat loss coach, is gonna be joining us to talk about wellness here in the, larger portion of the show.
Okay, yeah. Yep. Yeah, we
So we
kinda
could
missed part of it this morning. Just a little
yeah.
bit. Just a little bit.
Just a
So
reminder again, though, that if you are feeling lonely, sad, um, out of control, or maybe just feel like you have nowhere to go, you can, text 988 on your phone for help. You're never
Yeah.
alone. So you can reach out to that. It is, Suicide Awareness Month, although I feel like suicide should be an awareness every single day to
Yeah.
check on your friends, by the way.
Yes.
Check on your friends. Just check in. Haven't heard
Make
from them
sure
in a
they're good.
while. And it doesn't matter if it's someone like you haven't hung out with or you don't hang out with on a regular basis. Um, because like I have those we have friends where like we may not see each other or talk to each
Right.
other for
'Cause we're busy. I mean,
um
I got a busy we've
for
got busy
really for
lifestyles.
months. I mean, for
Yeah.
months
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
And when we pick up the phone, it's as if we just talked yesterday.
I know, I love that. That's how Melissa and I have always been, and we've been friends, like, gosh, our boys they've known each other since they were 4 years old, and they
Wow.
grew up
Yeah.
together, and, she's got, 2 beautiful girls and her son, and they're just an amazing family, and they've been amazing. She's been an amazing friend. She's one that always, like, follows up with me and checks in on me, and I do the same for her, and so that's awesome.
All right, we're
All
gonna
right,
go
gonna
to
go to break.
quick break and then we'll be back with Adam, the
All
fat
right.
loss coach,
All right.
aka Cat Daddy. I don't know if you knew that.
I did not.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell me about
It's
this.
an adopted cat
He has an
where he's
adopted
living
cat?
right. Yeah, like the cat like adopted him too. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay, that's cute. I love it.
Attention all business owners and creative minds. Do you need a unique and personalized touch for your products? Look no further than Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs. I'm Ron Phillips, co-owner of Romika Designs. We offer custom laser engraving services for a variety of products, including promotional items and corporate or personal gifts. With state-of-the-art equipment and a team of skilled designers, we can engrave intricate designs on virtually any material. Whether it's a special message, a company logo, or a custom design, Romika Laser Engraving will help you make your mark. And the best part, our prices are affordable and our turnaround time is quick.
I couldn't be happier with the work Romika Laser Engraving did for me. The engraving on my product was precise and exactly what I wanted.
So don't wait any longer to add a personal touch to your products. Call Romika Laser Engraving and Custom Designs today at 817-400-4040 or visit our website at romikadesigns.com. We look forward to helping you make your mark.
Hey travelers, do you want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call. That's right, call, because the best prices are not online. They're with SmartFares. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. Our prices are too low to publish online. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820.
Joco Community Radio. Listen live at tunein.com.
All right. Welcome back. Thanks, guys, for staying tuned. NTX Radio, formerly Joco Community Radio, is a member of EMG, a radio and podcast collective, proudly serving all of on our station app. Download it for free. Check out our lineup and more at ntxradio.com. We thank our valued partners in helping us amplify the voices of North Texas. Be sure to connect with Todd Hurd and Associates Attorneys at Law for your civil law needs at texasattorneylaw.com and use code JOCO2024 for 25% off your first order at thetiffy.com. Processing credit cards. Join the Swipe Nation today and save on processing fees at swipenationusa.com. Locally owned and
Swiping?
operated. Did I say that wrong?
You said swiping it, nation.
Swipe it, swipe nation. I did say swiping. You are right. And are you ready to deliver the right message to the right people at the right time? Reach out to us at ntxradio.com at t.herd@ntxradio.com for advertising rates as low as $50 a month. What?
All right. Well, welcome back
all right.
to a somewhat second half. We were a shortened version, condensed version of the show today, Adam, just because we had mom stuff going on this morning. But good morning and welcome back, Adam.
Good morning.
Can you hear us? Hold on, I can't hear you.
Is that better? Can you hear me?
No, it wasn't you. It was me. Somebody muted stuff they're not supposed to mute.
Oi.
But we're
Oy
good.
vey.
Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Hear you? Your beard's getting. I haven't seen you in a few weeks, and your beard's getting. It's filling in more.
Yeah, it's honestly it's the humidity and the heat. So my beard grows like weeds over here.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
How is your cat not cat?
She's okay. I was away for a couple of days. I was in the capital city, and I came back last night, and she was fine. She was.
Yeah, you were freaking me out with your. I think it was one of your stories that you posted, and you were up on the top floor of this building.
Yeah.
And it had one of those clear railings, you know.
Oh yeah.
And he's so tall, and the railing was not very high. Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's not the best designed rooftop.
No, it was not designed for safety.
No.
At all. Like
Oh.
I was actually looking at this video going, wow, anybody could push somebody over like super easy.
That sounds scary.
So I was having a bit of my own like, no,
panic attack.
get
like,
away
oh,
from the
gosh.
edge. Yeah.
No.
Get away from the railing. So
She was being bomb.
it was I can't get that close to an edge like that. It has to be like at the top of the Empire State Building. There's a railing.
Oh, yeah,
There's
no.
like a big thing. I can do all of that as long as there's not a free edge for me to fall off or be pushed.
I say that, but I've
bumped into.
I've gotten on roofs lately and I've jumped out of airplanes. So, and that's what actually got me on the roof. I was doing roof inspections for as well as real estate there for a while. I still am somewhat doing it. It's more part-time. But yeah, if I can get on a roof, I mean, I can get on an edge.
Nope. No, I'm good.
I mean,
I don't need to do any of that. I have a fear of falling. So clearly,
I mean, who doesn't?
it's not a fear of heights. It's literally a fear of falling, and it's different. And I can go, like I said, I can go to the highest of things as long as I have a railing. Now, if you get me to like a high point in like a baseball or football stadium, my shins will start to hurt.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's the looking down. So yeah, I'll have like a moment. So yeah. Anyway, so that's a little bit about me, and my mental problems. So
I don't know if it's mental
Yeah.
problems. It's just like everybody has a fear.
well, I know
We all
we're
have afraid of something.
I know what caused it.
Yeah.
So, and it took 9/11. Actually, it was like 3 years after I went through 9/11 because I was on one of the last planes to land. But it was after that, about 3 years later, that a childhood memory came back, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's why I have this fear." Okay, and 9/11 triggered it, and I had all
Okay. Well,
Anyway, it's a thing, Adam. It's a thing.
It's a thing.
No,
So, what are you focusing on with your clients this week in the world of fat loss?
The big thing for everyone at the moment is the fact that it's not it's not the meal plan, it's not the workout, it's them, right? So when I say this, I mean it's the intensity and the dedication to what you're doing. So, if you have a goal of losing the 20 pounds, so many people get attached to losing those 20 pounds and they don't understand why it's important to them. Because in all honesty, no one really cares if you're 20 pounds over or 20 pounds heavier. It's an internal feeling, right? So it's something that you need to do for some reason. And most of the time when someone loses motivation or falls off track or whatever the case is, it's because they're more attached to losing those 20 pounds than the reason behind it. So maybe your reason or your purpose for losing those 20 pounds is to feel more confident or set a better example for your kids or to keep the spice in your marriage, whatever it is, right? But you have to dial into that aspect of things versus just getting attached to those 20 pounds, because that's going to keep you in the game for much longer than just, I want to fit better in my jeans.
I'm going to say I'm fitting better in my jeans.
Yes.
I haven't touched the scale in 2 weeks, and I typically don't touch the scale but every 2 to 3 weeks, because it's not the number. It's literally when I put the jeans on and I button, I go, oh,
Yeah.
oh, I'm back in these. Yeah.
I don't even get on the
Yes.
scale anymore. Like the only time I get on the scale, I have to see my doctor every 3 months. So every 3 months I get on the scale and I let my doctor tell me what I'm weighing. And I'm like, this works for me. And I always try to get morning appointments because, if you are going to get on the scale, you want to do it first thing in the morning, right?
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
100%. You don't want to do it at the end of the day or
No.
after you've been out drinking the night before or anything like that.
Oh yeah, no. Although so I do have a question for you about that actually.
Yeah.
So I was told that when I do have a drink or two, I don't drink very much. I'm not much of a drinker anymore. And but if I do have a drink, I've been drinking gin and water. I've heard that gin has like 0 calories.
Yeah, but so does tequila and vodka.
Well, tequila has agave though, right? Like it has like.
Not all tequila is made from agave.
That's true. That is true. I guess you just have to know which tequila to get. Is that correct?
Yeah. So the more expensive in regards to the more distilling that it's gone through, it's going to be better. But it doesn't matter about the calories because alcohol is a macronutrient, right? So alcohol is something that your body's going to burn. The unfortunate thing is that alcohol is poison to the body. So your body's going to burn that before it burns anything else. So what happens is even if you're drinking 1 or 2 drinks, your body's going to burn that as fuel to get rid of it before it starts to burn anything else in the system with regards to calories. So even if you're eating healthy, you're still kind of pausing your, let's say, fat loss journey or weight loss journey for a couple of days before it starts to kick in and start to burn anything else. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. Yes. Well, dang it.
So the way that you want to look at this is that there's kind of 2 reasons 2 people drink, right? So number 1 is when they're drinking, it's because they want to change their state. So when they change their state, I don't mean from like they've had a shitty, sad day and now they want to feel like ecstatic. It's just because they're going from, maybe not being so social. So they have a drink and they feel a bit more social and they feel part of the social environment. And then most of the time was when someone drinks or chooses instant gratification over what their goals are. So whether it's drinking or eating Oreos or downing a bag of Doritos, it's instant gratification versus that long-term satisfaction, right? So when you're looking at alcohol, looking at anything that you're leaning into, you have to figure out why you're leaning into that thing. Are you doing it because it is an emotional trigger for you, or because you have social anxiety and you want to drink when you go out, or you need to relax, or whatever it is? Because often when people drink or when people use instant gratification like that, it's a deeper issue, if that makes sense.
Well, I feel like I would use it for anxiety or like to help with my restlessness. Like I do have restlessness. Like it's hard. I feel like I have a hard time. Well, I mean, I know we don't like putting these like labels and like these things, but I do have I'm very high energy, very high energy. And I find it challenging to slow myself down. So, or even like to stop my brain from thinking. And I've done the medication. I still take the medication and it helps somewhat, but I still feel like it's a roller coaster because it's an extended release. So it like goes up and down.
So with this, I know we kind of spoke about this last time I was on, but When it comes to anxiety, when it comes to depression, there's lots of things, obviously, that are sometimes chemically imbalanced inside our mind. But often when it comes to feeling anxious or having that built up energy, the blunt question I ask everyone is like, how hard physically did you work that day? Because anxiety is energy, right? And you can't destroy energy. You have to use it or convert it. So drinking alcohol or eating Oreos or having that bag of chips is just helping suppress that anxiety that's still going to stay around. If you do something physical, right? So whether it's go for a 5K run or do 100 burpees or 50 squats or whatever your thing is, if you go and physically use it, your body has to convert that anxiety and that energy into something. Does that sort of make sense?
No, it makes perfect sense, and that's true. That's true.
So we have we have all these ingrained mechanisms from when we used to go hunting and gathering, right? So the active, let's say the active stress or the static stress that we go through are very similar. So when I say static stress, it's sitting in front of a computer, reading an email and getting angry at the email. Our body releases the same hormones and same adrenaline dump than it would if we were hunting in a forest, because our brain doesn't know the difference. The difference is that if we're hunting in a forest and we have active stress where we're doing something, our body has to use that chemical dump that's happening internally to get us through that, right? If we're just sitting in front of an email or we're out socially and we have a social anxiety, our body doesn't know what to do. So that's where you get that anxiety or you get that internal feeling of, I need to have a drink.
Okay. Yeah.
Seeking dopamine.
Yes. Makes sense.
So so in this process is this thing I went to a couple weeks ago. One of the things that they talked about is how people can actually have low serotonin.
Okay. Yep.
And so when they have low serotonin, they're seeking something else to get that dopamine or that serotonin replacement from. Adam, you could totally help me jump in at any moment because I'm trying to remember the whole science and what I learned about it. But low serotonin can actually causes ADHD. That's one of the things that causes ADHD.
Oh.
And so now I'm like, oh my gosh, like, can you test for low serotonin? Like, how do you
Yes.
find the root cause of the problem and wow, can you fix it?
Well, I have heard about amino acid complex, and it's supposed to help with that. So I've also introduced that for myself too. I've started taking that. I don't know what are your thoughts on that, Adam?
Yeah, so it's a great place to start if you don't have the right kind of nutrition in your diet. So amino acids, you can get the supplements from mostly anywhere now. I mean, you can get drinks, like you can put the powder into your drink and you can drink it like that. When we're talking about the serotonin side of things, there's a massive correlation between, let's say, like the iPad kid generation, right? So we have these kids that are on iPads 24/7 and have these huge dopamine fixes and attachments to iPads, and then they're also getting diagnosed with ADHD. And then also the huge correlation between the nutrition quality that they're getting versus the nutrition quality that we were getting when we were growing up, right? There is a massive, massive difference between, let's say, the ice cream that we ate 20 or 30 years ago versus the ice cream that kids are eating now. So all this correlates into how our brain works, how our hormones function, and obviously then all the chemical releases that our brains and our body is going to keep seeking because it's not getting it naturally, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I do feel like I have a pretty decent diet though. Like I don't know.
I mean, it's
I
just
feel like I do
it's
too.
just I mean, and Adam talks about this all the time. I mean, it's getting away from processed foods.
Yeah, that's the hard part
And
because
getting your kids away from processed
Yeah,
foods.
that
I
is
mean,
because everything at the store that you purchase almost is processed foods.
right. I mean, I'd say the only thing that I really buy that's processed is well, and I don't even know if it's very processed, but my jasmina rice, my jasmati rice.
Yeah.
And then pasta.
Yeah.
But I just haven't dove into making my own pasta yet. And so, but I'm going to. I've got a cousin-in-law who's doing it all the time now because he's just straight up Italian, and so he's gonna teach me a good way to make it.
Okay.
And that and tortillas, which could there be anything easier to make on your own? So those are all things I'm gonna learn how to make on my own. But other than that, I mean, like if I stand in my pantry, I mean, other than crackers and Oreos, and but to be honest, I haven't eaten an Oreo in probably a month.
Yeah.
So I don't really have like that craving. But if I have a craving for some chocolate, I'll eat an Oreo.
Right.
I mean, the goal for everyone should just get to have as many meals through the day or through the week that are one ingredient foods, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I ate just chicken last night. I mean, I brought home a roasted chicken. I probably should have popped in some veggies, but I saw it and I wanted it and I ate it. And I just ate the chicken. I was like, I'm just going to eat chicken.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, especially if we're talking like amino acids, just make sure you're having enough red meat through the week. Like this is a huge component of it.
Okay.
You
See,
can
I'm
never
not a
not
big
have
red meat eater.
Yeah,
Not really.
as much as you can, and then
Okay.
the fat from a good steak or the fat from good red meat is going to have a lot of the amino acids in it. So
I always cut that off. I can't stomach them fat. Like it's a texture of it.
Well,
okay,
yeah,
so then
but a
just
good
get
fat.
yeah, but then just get not high fat, but just get like a good fat percentage ground beef and make a burger out of it.
Okay. All right. My mom and my dad, they've been eating the carnivore diet, and my mom has she looks so good. And my dad has had way less, like he doesn't even have seizures anymore. It's crazy. I
Wow.
mean, yeah. So I mean, I have been eating more of what they eat now. I mean, and I feel like it is a lot better.
What do you think the science is behind that? The way he's changed his diet no longer, and he's not having seizures anymore. Like,
I mean,
any
it could be a huge amount of things. Like it's with those kind of diets, right? It's not just because steak is magic or eating whole eggs is magic. Yeah, you get a shit ton of vitamins from eggs and meat and stuff like that. But it's also the elimination of bullshit, right? Like it's the elimination of the chemicals that are in foods that we're not thinking about. Like one thing that messes with everyone's mind is if you Google what an actual banana looks like versus what is in our stores, they're two different things.
Yes.
So even vegetables are like in Kroger or supermarkets in the US are not normal vegetables, right? So they're grown specifically for consumption. So those kind of things and eliminating that kind of stuff might just be the key to a lot of people's health issues.
Yeah, I have a friend, Coralie. She gets all of her fruits and vegetables from I'll call it like the knockoff store, but it's not a knockoff store. It's all the rejects. So the grocery stores will reject all the stuff that isn't waxed. So your apples, your pears, I mean, tons and tons of fruits and vegetables, they will dip them in a wax so that they look tomatoes, so that they look so pretty and shiny on the outside.
Right.
And so you're eating that. So there's a way to clean them really good to help with that. But honestly, getting them from from the reject store, which I can't think of the name of where she gets it from. So they literally ship everything to her, and she's posted pictures of it, and you go, holy cow. Like that's like a giant difference between what, like if you're actually growing your own produce, if you compare that to what you're buying in a store, even it doesn't look so pretty, but it doesn't need to look pretty.
Right.
And I don't know where that whole concept came from, where they felt like they needed to make, fresh grown food look a certain way to be more appealing to buy it. I mean,
that's the same as like Oreos coming in a specifically designed bag, right? It's the same. It's packaging, right? So the thing with vegetables though is you can't cut away the packaging. Like you can wash them and you can clean them, and obviously you don't eat the banana skin, but the internal of the banana or the apple or whatever it is not going to be as healthy as it was 20 or 30 years ago because it's not the same thing. So this is like, I was born in South Africa, and me eating an apple in South Africa is going to be better for me than me eating an apple in the US because the apples are different, even though the apples. Does it like?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
So
taste the same. I mean, right? Would you say they
Yeah,
taste the same? Yeah.
they taste the same. They taste the same, but the genetic
Yeah.
makeup of it, and this also comes down to the genetic makeup of you, right? If your heritage is from, let's say, northern countries where they are heavy in regards to eating meat, fish, high fat sort of diet, and then you bring that kind of person through generations into like the normal, I don't know, into the middle of Utah, and they're eating like normal food or what they deem as normal, that person's going to have health issues because their genetics are not made to absorb the food that is created in that environment, because their genetics are made to eat high fat, high protein diets.
That's I never really actually thought about it that way. I will say that I don't eat differently than the way I was raised.
Mhm.
So I except for the fresh vegetable side, because my mom she would do frozen vegetables, which I mean, which were gross.
Yeah.
I hated them. I hated frozen vegetables.
I wasn't a big fan of
Because
those
they
either.
didn't steam them, they boiled them.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if you remember, you could get them, you would buy them, she would buy them. It was like the cheapest version you could possibly get, and they would cardboard package them, and so it was like a square.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah, and so it
Oh,
over the
my
package.
mom would buy the spinach like that, and I was like, gross.
Oh, it's just I'm just not down with frozen vegetables whatsoever.
No.
But I mean, I just prefer fresh anyway, and I steam or I'll saute certain things.
Right.
But I mean, I love it, and I've raised my kids to love vegetables, and you'll see that too, right? Like, so you'll see how one person eats and has raised their children to eat the way they were raised to eat. And so, and if you look at the tables next to you and you're sitting down in restaurants, you can clearly see where that's, I'm trying to be kind right now. But you see it. You can literally see, okay, they're eating exactly like mom and dad. And I can't even eat my own meal anymore. I can't eat that much.
No,
So
I can't eat
Todd and I
much.
will share as often as possible. And I mean, I couldn't even eat. They like over doused my salad with salad dressing. It was like, it was just so much. I couldn't even eat the salad at dinner the other night. So, I mean, I just focused on my protein. I figure if I'm at least getting my protein in, I mean, I still got to have the fiber. I'm still going to do this. And, I mean, I know all the things. I've been trained up right. All right, Adam, I got a question for you, because we need to change. We got to change up my training app. I want weights and machines, and I need to lift the booty, because I have a different tan line. My husband saw it after I laid in the sun. I laid in the sun on Saturday and Sunday, but this was after Saturday, and he goes, "Babe, you must have been laying with your, like, just a little bit wrong, because I tan in a tiny little bottom." Okay, we'll just leave it at that. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You got crease lines, like 2 crease lines underneath your booty." And so I get in the mirror and I look and I went, "Oh my gosh, what the just happened to my tan line?" And so I realized it was I was standing at our outside palapa bar for a while, and we were watching golf, and I realized, because I laid down and I was like, okay, everything's smooth. I don't know what's he talking about. And then I realized it's from standing, which means my booty's falling a little bit. We got to get that thing up here. Okay. So you got to hurt me. Like, and I mean, I got to get back to where I cannot get off the toilet without being in pain. Like, I need to feel that. So I know it, because I cannot have that kind of tan line, Adam.
That's absolutely fine. Maybe what was the joke last time, that you're spending too much time in the jacuzzi?
Yeah, but I haven't lately because it's been too hot.
Yeah,
it's just been too hot.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, I'm back in the pool and I'm swimming, and I mean, I'm doing all the things because I was traveling for a while. So, and didn't really have the mindset, to, I went for walks, but I did not do any kind of major, workout.
Okay,
Anyway.
so here's one for you. Here's your homework, Tiff. Is walking doesn't count anymore.
Okay. Don't make me run. I'm serious. No running. Okay.
No running.
Okay.
But walking is like your base level, right?
Yeah.
So you now have to do more if you want more.
Right. Squats. I got to do my squats.
Squats. So this is kind of for anyone that's listening. You have to figure out your base, so your floor, and then your ceiling every single day. So your ceiling, right, Tiff, because I know you're strong enough to do it, is to make sure that you get to the gym at least 4 times a week, and you go do some lifting, right? So that's your ceiling. Like your perfect week would be 4 times a week, and then cardio on top of that. Your base, right, or the floor of your minimum standards is 100 squats every single day.
Okay, 100. Oh God, I'm dead.
Yeah.
If you can't find me, I am trapped in the bathroom. I know it. I know it because when I was doing it hardcore with you, I could not walk for a few days. So, and I love that feeling.
So let's get back there. Stop walking. Right. You're not 85 years old. That's not.
You're right. You're right. You're right. I hear you. All right. Thank you. Tell everybody really quick, where do they find you?
On Instagram at @the_fat_loss_coach. See you next week.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Have an amazing day, everybody. God bless and be kind.
Bye, everybody. Oh my gosh.
From Burleson to Venus and Granville to Godly.
Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No.